Bobi's been shot by the Ugandan police. But I'm very happy to say he is here with us. And ladies and gentlemen, give a huge open welcome to the one and only Bobi Wine!
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It is humbling. I'm very glad to be here. Emily, you just fired me up. And for that reason, I'm going to drop my clutch. I want to teach you our slogan in Uganda. When I say people power, you say our power, all right? People power. Our power. People power. Our power. When I say our power, you say people power. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. People power. Our power. Our power. People power. And I'm loving this audience because they're such an amazing audience. I'll do this. See, I would like to communicate about the things that we have to eliminate, the ignorance and poverty to eradicate, the ghetto people them to educate. Don't you try to politicize. Don't say Bobi Wine in criticize. Just sensitize, we sensitize. Cause I know my people must realize the most important thing that true liberty begins in your mindset. To free ghetto people, they must educate, but education is expensive to get. It's like you say we carry water in a basket. Boom! I don't know why the corruption is too much.
Yaga, yaga, yaga.
Why the price of electricity is too high.
Yaga, yaga, yaga.
Why the price of education is too high.
Yaga, yaga, yaga.
Well, Emily did not tell you that I'm a musician too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so humbled to be here with you today. When I got this invitation from my friend Alex Obel, I decided to put on my Christmas suit. And I put a few notes down, but the mood, I'm not even sure that I will refer to them so much. For starters, I am very, very glad to be here. For those who know me, hello. For those who don't know me, hi. My name is Chabulanyi Sentamo Robert, also known by my stage name Bobi Wine. I'm the leader of the National Unity Platform political party, the largest opposition party in Uganda. I'm also the leader of the People Power movement, and I'm also a musician. As a matter of fact, if it was not for the election fraud of 2021, I would be addressing you as the elected president of Uganda. I'm glad to be here. Special thanks to you, Alex, for the invitation and the opportunity to speak at this conference. I also want to salute the members of parliament from the Labour Party and indeed other parties for standing with us, for always amplifying our voices and echoing our cries for democracy, for the rule of law, and for human rights. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a theme that is so timely: global challenges, collective solutions. It cannot be in a better time than now. Now, when the world is only recovering from a global pandemic, when world leaders are grappling with the effects of climate change and trying to find solutions. But most importantly, I want to communicate to you, friends, that we have an even bigger pandemic. The pandemic of authoritarianism, growing authoritarianism in the world. You'll notice that since 1997, the World Freedom Index is showing alarming results. Almost 40% of the world's population live under autocracy. It's only about 20% of the world populations that are living in free countries. It's getting worse and worse. So that is not just a problem limited to the territories where there are these dictators. Now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, even in this, our midst, we have Ugandans. Very many of them left their country because of reasons to do with governments. Some of them cannot live in their countries because they are critical of the government where they are supposed to be living. And others, because of the dictatorship and the after effects of dictatorship, like corruption, like gross human rights violations, and others are forced to leave their countries. So you'll find that the effects of misrule go further and wider than the territories that are being oppressed. And I must remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that dictators read from the same playbook. They advise each other, and sadly, they look out for each other. They cooperate so much in their evil schemes. What we have to ask ourselves, we that profess democracy, that profess human rights, we have a big question to ask ourselves. Are we as united as dictators? Are we working hard enough to preserve democratic values, values of human rights and the rule of law, like those that are seeking to destroy them? In the case of Uganda, and I'll talk about Uganda so much because that's where I come from. General Museveni, who is now past 80, has bestowed the biggest powers to his son. His son, who he recently elevated to be the chief of our nation's military, just yesterday announced that his military, because it is military, will not allow any civilian ruler, any civilian leader after General Museveni. Now, General Museveni has been president of our country for close to 40 years. He took over power when I was only 4 years. I am 42 today, and he's still president. In January, he's going to make 39 years in power and still counting. And as if that is not terrible enough, the 80-year-old general is in advanced stages of passing power to his son. Now his son yesterday, less than 48 hours ago, announced that the security forces are not going to allow a civilian to become leader of our country after his father. Now this is a country that is made to go to the polls again in January 2026, about a year, very few months from now. That is where we are. What am I requesting you, ladies and gentlemen? First, I will appreciate the steadfast cooperation between the government of the United Kingdom and the people of Uganda. We have a historical relationship that dates back several decades. The UK government has supported the people of Uganda in their development efforts, has supported in maternal reproductive health, has supported in the fight against corruption, has supported in regional security, among others. We appreciate that. But we are asking for much more than that. We know that you, ladies and gentlemen, that you good people can leverage your political and economic influence over Uganda to assist us advance for better governance, to assist us advance for democracy. All we're asking for is a free and fair election. The people of Uganda have for a very long time desired an opportunity. Okay, I'll go back now. They've desired an opportunity to choose their leaders we've not had that, and we want at least to have that in our lifetime. We know that everything rises and falls on leadership. We know that because the leaders in the UK are accountable to the citizens, that is how a country like this one develops. We want the same. We appreciate the sanctions that have been slapped on the corrupt officials, have been slapped on gross human rights violators, and we're asking for more of that. We're asking you to help us hold those people accountable, because ultimately it is the international voices, it is the voices of the development partners that are listening to so much. While we keep